I want to take you through my lovely presentation and hope that I'll be able to update you on some of my products and all these lovely destinations. But we're going to be starting off covering Kenya, South Africa, of course, Botswana. But for now, we're going to start off up in Kenya, where I represent a beautiful property called Naibour, which I'm sure you know. And just as a reminder, it's in the Masai Mara Game Reserve, and it's just a 45-minute flight from Nairobi. So your clients would be collected from Nairobi, transferred to the Wilson Airport, and then off to Old Kiombo Airstrip, which is about a 30-minute slow drive from Naibour Camp, and then onwards to the camp itself. So your clients would be met at the airstrip and be taken care of straight of getting off the flight. Naibour is made up of 3 beautiful boutique properties. It's operated at a 5-star level. Naibour itself has 7 lovely tents. They're all this lovely bleached ivory color. They have outdoor living areas, beautiful bathrooms with flush toilets. They're all built on the banks of the Talek River, and the Talek has permanent hippo and crocodile. Beautiful bathrooms, as I say, flush toilets. The showers are bucket showers. Each tent is assigned a butler, so your clients, when they want to shower before going on game drive, they would just let the butler know when they want to shower, and it will be arranged for them. Fabulous guest areas, all overlooking the banks of the Talek, and one can bring a coffee or a drink in here before or after a meal and enjoy these beautiful vistas and views overlooking the river. The nights too are very romantic, being a small camp, just 7 couples. Again, a lot of meals around the campfire, and again, you know, it's a very romantic small place, so it's perfect for honeymooners and people just wanting something special. So we do these private dinners for 2, and we also do a lot of meals at each tent. So if your clients are on honeymoon, we can do these lovely romantic meals at their tent. The activities are obviously twice daily game drives, and then of course we do the walking safaris, we do meals in the bush itself. And so that's the main camp, and then just a minute or two's walk from main camp is Little Naibour. Little Naibour is ideal for families or small groups, or just 2 couples traveling together, because there's 1 bedroom there with its own bathroom, a living area over here, and then another bedroom with its bathroom. So you could have kids over here and mom and dad in the back. Plus there's another suite like this as well, so you could have 2 families traveling together. Very stylishly and beautifully put together. When clients book Little Naibour, they get their own Land Rover and all their own staff, so they're completely private. Or if they want to join the other few guests at main Naibour, they can. But again, we use a lot of lantern light and candlelight. We use the river a great deal for breakfasts, for sundowner drinks at the end of the day. And then we have a 3rd little camp at Naibour, which is Wilderness Camp. And this is great for groups because, again, it has just 3 beautiful tents. This is the main dining come living area with this lovely outdoor patio, and then a dining area for the 6 people. So again, it could be lovely for a family. And again, each of the tents spaciously built, so you don't really hear your neighbor, which is very important. Big bathroom again, flush toilet, shower, lovely big bedroom, and then these lovely romantic areas outdoors. I would always recommend a minimum of a 3-night stay. 4 nights is wonderful, and one would always, of course, combine this with something else in Kenya. Again, these lovely scenes for honeymooners or people wanting privacy. What's great are the vehicles we use. They are the sort of Southern African style open vehicles, and so we only have 6 guests per vehicle, something very important to remember. So guests have, clients have a lot of space on the vehicles and have ease of communication with their guide, and we can get very close to the game. The migration takes place in the Naibo area from July through September. So if you have clients who want to enjoy the migration, that is a perfect time. We'll continue into Botswana. I hope some of you have enjoyed Botswana and the Okavango Delta and the Chobe River area, but one that's very easily, as you know, connected to a South African trip. It's just an hour and a bit's flight from Johannesburg to get up to Kasane on the border with Zambia and Zimbabwe. Under One Botswana Sky owns and operates these 4 fabulous camps. These 3, Pom Pom, Guns and Moremi Crossing, these 3 are all in the Delta. And then of course Chobe Safari Lodge on the banks of the famous Chobe River. A flight from Johannesburg, as I say, gets one into Kasane, and then it's just a few minutes drive from Kasane Airport to the lodge. Very exciting development at Chobe Safari Lodge is that we're busy building Chobe River Lodge. Chobe River Lodge will be open in December, and it will only have 38 bedrooms. So it's a small lodge built on the banks of the river. Chobe Safari Lodge, as many of the other lodges are on the river, are quite a lot bigger. This particular one has 40 safari rooms and 40 river rooms. They're built separately so that guests don't feel as though they're in a larger lodge, and they're built in groups so guests don't have to feel as though they're on a major trek. But this gives you a good idea as to how easy it is to link up the Chobe experience with the Delta. It's just an hour to fly from Chobe into the Delta. The lodge itself, right next to the Chobe National Park, so we're the first lodge to be able to get into the park early in the morning for a game drive. It's a big 5 national park, and there's Kasane town just over there, a fun little village to walk through of an afternoon. But the Chobe River, very beautiful. What's lovely about the lodge is that it really hugs the bank of the river, so you've got the presence of the river with you all the time. Dining is done in a buffet style, overlooking the swimming pool. It's a very family-friendly lodge. The children can be around and about splashing while mom and dad and the family are having a meal, or sitting closer to the river on the other side of the pool, having a cup of tea or an adult beverage. So this lovely area here overlooking the river, that's the bar over there where everybody congregates once they've come back from a river cruise. And these are the different sized boats that we have available. The bedrooms, as I say, are all air conditioned. They're built in these little buildings, upstairs bedrooms, downstairs. So if you have more mature clients who don't want to walk up the stairs, which is the entrances obviously through the back, we can allocate a ground floor room for them. But very comfortable, overhead fans, air conditioning units, big bathrooms at the back, separate bathtubs to the showers, and the game is really in the lodge. We get a lot of hippo coming out at night. We get these warthogs walking through the camps by day. And then there are a lot of adventures, and these are the lovely ladies in our adventure office who will sit with your clients if they haven't filled up every minute of their day. They'll sit with your clients and book activities. Most of our clients, though, do book the activities in advance, but some of them, as I say, are half-day game drives into Chobe, or full day, and then visits to the falls, and then the river cruising in the morning, and the sunset cruises. So there's a great deal to do. But these safaris are really great. Get out and enjoy refreshments mid-morning, of course sundowner drinks in the afternoon. But this is what people are coming for, is Africa's largest concentration of elephant in Africa. It really is quite incredible. And so we've got these smaller boats. If you've got a family traveling together or a couple of, friends traveling together, we can allocate them a smaller boat. Or if they're not particularly fussy, they can be with the rest of our guests on these lovely big boats, which has an upstairs area, which is great for getting these fantastic scenes of elephant. But you see a lot of animals, kudu, eland, zebra, wildebeest, giraffe. They all come down to the river with the elephants, and of course these enormous crocodile that are easily seen as well. So a night or two, depending on the client's activities, a night or two here is lovely, and then moving on from the river down into the delta. But the South African sunsets are quite breathtaking, and it truly is a wonderful, relaxing experience. Lovely dining, wonderful food, an enormous variety of food available for everybody. Then from there one would fly with Under One Botswana Sky. They have their own little airline. From Chobe it takes an hour into the Delta, and we'll visit the 3 lodges there, Pom Pom, which is a great camp if you've got clients who want a typical vehicle but also a water safari, because it's versatile, it offers both. And these are the vehicles we use. So you fly onto the Pom Pom airstrip. Your clients are met there. Just a few minutes drive from the airstrip to Pom Pom. The ladies all welcome in their traditional Botswana singing. It's really wonderful. One thing to remember, only 6 guests per vehicle. So again, they have a great deal of personal space on the vehicles. Fabulous guest areas, a little curio store in the back. Wonderful dining areas, big tents. They come in double bed or twin bed configurations, and they all have fans inside, so one can, in summer, keep the air moving. Tent number 9 is the honeymoon tent, so we have this lovely bubble bath outdoors overlooking the Pom Pom Lagoon, and then this lovely expansive deck to sit outside with binoculars and a bird book. But dining is enjoyed either together or individually per couple or per little group, overlooking the Pom Pom Lagoon, and we've got all these mokoros for the canoe trips. The animals are very habituated, so we often get animals coming right up to the camp, and this area here we build a lovely fire at night for sundowner drinks before dinner. There are just 9 tents at Pom Pom. So again, it's a small, intimate camp, and this is a typical scene where there's always water, but not in too much water to stop the vehicle safaris. We offer the Mokoro trips in the morning, and there are a couple of hours when it's cool, and sometimes you get to see elephant and buffalo at the side of the water channels. And then we reserve the afternoons and sundowner evening time for the vehicle safaris. But if clients don't want to do the Mokoro, they're not forced to, we will offer them a vehicle safari, obviously. But it's very peaceful. I hope some of you have done a Mokoro safari. It's incredibly quiet and tranquil. There's no engine noise. You can only hear the rustling of the elephants or the buffaloes walking through the reeds, and the sounds of the fish eagles calling in the distance and coming to swoop in to catch the fish out of the water. It really is a most breathtaking experience. Then in the evenings, on this afternoon safaris, it is a big 4 area. Very hard in Botswana to find rhino, but you do definitely get to see the other big 4 of the big 5. And we came across this ivory lying in the bush, obviously many years ago, because it was very old. Some poachers had probably got caught trying to smuggle it out. But we offer these wonderful sunset drinks, sundowners. I call them your favorite adult beverage in the bush, with a bit of biltong, which is this lovely dried beef or jerky, but there's nothing like a bit of biltong and dried sausage, dried wors, and some wonderful South African wines with good company at sunset. And of course these magnificent sunsets that one can capture in Botswana with those iconic Ilala palms. So coming back, having a little drink around the fire. By this stage I hope one's not staggering too much with all the alcohol. Overlooking the lagoon, and then through to dinner. And then, as I said, Moremi Air is owned by Under One Botswana Sky, so moving your clients from one camp to another, very easy, and Under One Botswana Sky offers fantastically affordable packages that can be booked, and then, you know, the flights are all seamlessly put together. Then from there, from this dual vehicle and Mokoro Safari experience, we're going to go to 2 water camps. So if you are putting a package together, I would say do the water camps first and then come to Pom Pom afterwards. So we're going to be going to Moremi Crossing, which is about a 5-minute flight from Pom Pom. And Moremi is built on this island with Guns Camp, the other camp as well, but they're built at opposite ends of this island. One arrives by boat from the airstrip down the channel and into the camp. Here there are just 16 lovely tents, and the whole camp, all of the Delta camps are very green in that it's solar powered, solar hot water. They all have these lovely little swimming pools. And each of the 16 tents, again, built overlooking the lagoon, again, a very affordable experience. They have these little curtains inside, giving a great deal of privacy. They have fans as well for the summer months, lovely big bathrooms out back, an expansive patio, and then these enormous bathrooms outdoors, so, you know, enjoying a shower under the early morning sun with baboons and monkeys jumping around in the trees and the birds. It's the most beautiful experience. What's great about these tents and all the facilities in these 3 Delta camps is they all have separate toilets, flush toilets, which is a terrific feature if one is sharing with a friend. And they all have lovely little closets that work beautifully with a lockable safe, digital safe, which gives one peace of mind. Experience here is boating, mokoros, and walking. So we've got boats for different experiences, people who just want to be out there. We get folks who enjoy bird watching, so we'll put the bird folks together with separate from the fishing, so that we don't have these sort of conflicts of interest. And then of course these beautiful tranquil Mokoro trips. Get to see, again, this was my picture of these 2 elephants leaving the water. A little shopping experience in all the camps, you know, to buy little trinkets to take back home, and then dancing around the fire afterwards. Just a short boat ride away on the other side of the same island is Guns. Guns is a more intimate, romantic little camp. This is offered at a 5-star level, whereas Moremi is a more 4-star. Guns has only got 6 tents, so again it's very small and boutique. This is the lounge bar area, and then you walk across a bridge into the dining area. Beautifully put together. We can separate the 12 guests out and create a more private area for honeymooners. But lovely big tents, again, as you can see, overhead fans, big bathrooms out back. They all have a living area covered living area outdoors. So they really are luxurious, and you've got a great deal of space. Again, get your own guide, go on walks and the Mokoro trips. And then out on the boats as well. Fabulous food at all the camps, wonderful service, lovely wines from South Africa, and just a great experience. I would say for a water experience, you should do at least 2 nights. I think 3 nights might be pushing it, because you don't see a lot of big game. It's more the smaller animals, but if you're lucky, as I say, you'll see some of the big game from a Mokoro trip. This is Danny, and she handles all the reservations for the Delta camps from Maun. So we'll move into South Africa, and here we will be concentrating to begin with on the Kruger National Park area, and a flight from, one would generally fly into Johannesburg, the main hub, and we'll be concentrating on the southern Kruger National Park area, the gateways being the Kruger Mpumalanga Airport in Nelspruit, and for the more northern safari areas, there's another airport called Hoedspruit, so one could also fly into there. We're going to start off now at Kruger, at the Nelspruit Airport. It's an hour's flight from Johannesburg, and I represent the wonderful Idubi Private Game Reserve. It's in the Sabi Sand Reserve, and if you know, all of you, the Sabi Sands offers some of the finest Big Five game viewing available in Southern Africa. And if one flies into the Kruger Airport at Nelspruit, your clients will be met and transferred up into Idubi. That takes about an hour 45, but your clients can fly with Battler Air and also Federal Air directly into the Sabi Sand. So you do have an option. The smaller aircraft with Federal and Battler is slightly more expensive. So if your clients want to do South African Express Airways, that's also a lovely airline and good service into Idubi. As you know, there is no fence between the Kruger and the Sabi Sand, so animals are allowed to move freely through this whole area. Once you get into Idubi, we have 10 wonderful bedrooms. They're all air-conditioned. The lodge has these beautiful gardens. The Nyala are very habituated at the camp. They come through. And we've got these terrific guest areas where our visitors can enjoy some leisure time before and after meals. There's a terrific swimming pool as well, and a swing bridge from the dining areas. This is where we serve breakfast and lunch, and they can come across the swing bridge to a water hole where there's a hide or a blind where people can come quietly and watch the animals come to drink. Great food at Idubi. Idubi is an amazingly affordable experience. We've been in operation for a long time, so we know what we're doing, and with the game viewing in the area, it's just incredible. So the bedrooms have all been newly renovated. There's the air conditioning that they offer, overhead fans for people who don't want air conditioning, lovely big closets with lockable safes, a little living area as well. So they're big bedrooms, super newly renovated bathrooms with corner bath tubs, twin sinks, indoor showers now, plus we also have the outdoor shower, and lovely private decks overlooking the gardens, a gymnasium for folks who want to stay in shape. And then please remember, we've got this new Makubela suite at Idubi. Makubela is a totally private suite comprising 2 bedrooms. There's the other bedroom through there, through this double door. So this interconnecting door can be opened, so it's great for a family with the kids in one bedroom and mom and dad here, or if you've just got a honeymoon couple who want something a little bit more upmarket and private, we lock this double door, and then they have this huge, beautiful suite to themselves. Plus, what is great about the Makubela, besides these enormous bathrooms with indoor and outdoor showers, they have their own little plunge pool. So they can overlook, sit next to their pool, watch the animals come by, and we can also do romantic private breakfasts, private dinners next to their pool, which is really great. The vehicles we use in the Sabi Sand are the traditional Land Rovers, and here we have 8 to 9 guests per vehicle in one of the Idubi Land Rovers. That is the tracker. He normally sits on the front, but just for the purposes of the picture, I asked him to sit in. Unbelievable game viewing in the Sabi Sands. So if you've got clients who want to enjoy the Big Five plus cheetah and wild dog, this is an amazing experience. I would recommend a minimum of no less than 3 nights here. If they've got time for 4, even better. But Idubi really is an incredibly affordable experience in the Sabi Sand, and your clients don't have to break their bank, the budget, to come and stay here. Wonderful sightings of wild dog and leopard. This I took. The leopard was walking right behind the vehicle, and of course wonderful sundowners in the bush before going, continuing into the night on the night safari. So a great experience at Idubi. And then, we do have the sister lodge to Idubi, Lukimbi. Lukimbi is inside the Kruger National Park on its own private concession. We can put packages together, so clients can come and stay here at Idubi, and then we do a road transfer through the Kruger Park down to Lukimbi for maybe another 2 or 3 nights there. And there is Lukimbi. It's a huge area. It's a 30,000 acre private area within the Kruger National Park. Kruger Park guests are unable to access this area, so it's treated as a private game reserve experience, as clients would enjoy at Idubi in the Sabi Sand. Again, clients would arrive into Kruger Airport at Nelspruit, and then we would do a road transfer, pick your clients up there, and it's just 90 minutes in to Lukimbi. Lukimbi is where Idubi, the main lodge, is operated at a 4-star level. Lukimbi is operated at a 5-star level. Here it overlooks this beautiful river. These are the guest areas. The animals come really close to the camp. And what I love about Lukimbi is that in this southern area we've got these gorgeous mountains and valleys. So the topography, the bush, the feel is very different down here to a little bit further north at Idubi. So a combination stay is great. The 16 suites, so again it's a boutique camp, but the suites are like houses. A front door, a mini bar, fridge fully stocked, tea coffee station, a bedroom over here, the bathroom there, and then down some stairs into the private living area. Lovely big bedrooms with these enormous mosquito nets that come right over the bed. These big bathrooms overlooking the bush and the river, twin sinks, and then downstairs, just 2 steps into a living area and out onto a private deck. So again, these beautiful accommodations. Again, even at a 5-star level, Lukimbi is a very, very affordable experience with great game viewing of the Big Five, obviously. 2 of the suites have got swimming pools. So this is one of the 2 pool suites. They're a little bit bigger than the regular, the other 14 suites. And there's the bathtub inside through the glass window to the pool outside. So it's really a beautiful facility, perfect for honeymooners, perfect for people celebrating something special or just wanting to be a little bit more private. Having a private pool in this part of South Africa is really advantageous from about mid-October through late March, because those are the hotter summer months. However, the suite is air-conditioned, it is has fans, but it's just lovely to be able to plunge into one's own private pool in the summer months. Wonderful gourmet dining at Lukimbi, a fabulous bar that one can sit at after coming back from an evening's game drive, and then going through to dinner. All of the lodges, of course, have got an outdoor boma where you sit outside with candlelight and lantern light under the Southern Cross and enjoy a fabulous dinner served either to you or from the buffet over there. So the traditional, what is called a braai or a barbecue. Then as a surprise, if it's a honeymoon couple or by special request from you, we can have your clients enjoy a surprise candlelit dinner in the beautiful underground wine cellar at Lukimbi, a really fun experience. And then of course we do bush dinners, and then dinners back at the lodge with our gorgeous wine list. And the food here, again, outstanding, very innovative, very creative, and very delicious. So I've been here a number of times and must say that I just adore Lukimbi, and I love the combination between Lukimbi and Idubi. So again, a beautifully elegant 5-star lodge and library, great large guest areas where the 16 couples, they want to sit here and chat, read a magazine or a book, very easy to do. The game viewing in the southern area of the Kruger National Park, very close to the Crocodile River. The Crocodile River has got water in it throughout the year, so if it's the dry months, there are either water holes that the animals can choose to drink from, or they can be down on the banks of the Crocodile River. But these are my pictures. Just I saw unbelievable game viewing down here in the southern Kruger. This is Andrew, who's one of our rangers. He loves the kids program. It's a very kid-friendly lodge, and he enjoys taking the kids out on their own kids program. We don't allow kids under 6 on any of the vehicles. Again, just 6 guests per vehicle at Lukimbi. So it's a bit different to Idubi, where there are 9. Here at Lukimbi, only 6 guests per vehicle. And families can actually book their own Land Rover just for themselves at a little bit extra cost. And it really is wonderful to have your own Land Rover as a family. We've got these fun beds for kids and fun cribs for the infants at Lukimbi. Play areas for the children, of course, a great gymnasium. And then, of course, being a private area within Kruger, we do the morning and afternoon, evening safari, walking safari. So it really is a superb experience. So from this southern Kruger Park area, we're going to go into the midsection of the Kruger National Park to Hoedspruit. Assuming your clients have arrived from Johannesburg, they will fly up to Hoedspruit. That again takes just an hour. And we're going to be visiting the Karongwe Game Reserve, which is west of Hoedspruit by about an hour's road trip. So your clients arriving at Hoedspruit would be met and collected by the Karongwe staff, and it's a complimentary road transfer from Hoedspruit Airport to the reserve. Karongwe is a 9,000 hectare game reserve, which is about 20,000 acres, and it's a big 5 game reserve, and there are 4 fabulous lodges on the reserve. The Karongwe River Lodge is very 5-star and has these beautiful living spaces overlooking a waterhole, very elegantly put together, and these enormous suites with a living area here, and then these enormous bathrooms. They're all air-conditioned, have overhead fans. Again, this is a hugely affordable safari experience because it's not as well known or as well marketed as the Sabi Sand area, which has been in existence since the early 1920s. So the Karongwe has just got these 5 luxury suites, and again for clients who want a wonderful wildlife experience coupled with a great lodging experience. Just a short drive away is the other lodge, Shaduli, and Shaduli Lodge has 25 suites. This is operated at a lovely 4-star level and beautifully decorated once again, with some lovely touches of furniture. Each of the luxury suites have these beautiful big bathrooms with showers, living areas, They come in twin-bedded or double-bedded configurations. And then the one suite at Shiduli, this one, enormous, huge suite with its own private pool outside, as well as an outdoor shower, plus of course an indoor shower for, again, honeymooners or people wanting that little step up in luxury and privacy. But it has its own private pool and fabulous outdoor breakfasts and lunches that can be enjoyed by day and by night. Then again, not too far away is the 5-star Kunami Lodge. So as you can see, the Karongwe Reserve offers quite a lot of variety. Here, again, beautifully decorated, and again, just 5 fabulous suites overlooking a dry riverbed, and outdoor shower, indoor shower, sunken bath tubs. So again, a great deal of romance. Shamelessly, as you can hear all the way through our little chat, I love to sell romance because I believe everybody would want to embrace more romance into their lives if we had the time and the luxury to travel, as some folks are lucky enough to do. But Kunami overlooks this lovely dry riverbed, and it has its own swimming pool. So for 5 couples, again, a wonderful experience. Lovely gourmet wine cellar and great dining under the trees and stars. Then the last one is Chisomo. If you have clients who want a tented experience, this is great. We have 22 tents here. They're very big. The main guest areas are beautifully put together, and then these lovely living areas within the tents. Fabulous dining can be enjoyed on the deck of your tent, and then they all have these standing fans, and then the bathrooms out back. So very large tents, and again on the Karongwe, some great game viewing and wonderful romantic sundowner drinks and lovely adult beverages at sunset. So lots of Boma dining there as well. Thank you so much for all of your time, and I appreciate this hour that you've given me out of your busy day. And if ever you need my help, you need me to go over any of these items, please drop me an email. I'm here in San Diego, ken@kenhermer.com, and I'll be very happy to assist you in information and anything else that you might need. Thanks a million and take care. Have a good rest of the week. Bye-bye.